Welcome to Glen Head, New York, February 17th, opening day. There's a lot of people here. Let's get to it.
It's Strat-o-matic. Enjoy the game, everybody.
But the beautiful thing is, it's very possible that you play the game on a Saturday, on a Monday, and the guy does not do well, he's terrible, or he does tremendous, and the card on Tuesday will be a lot different. And we've seen that.
Opening day, Strat-o-matic.
He'll have a nickname for every player. Colby Rasmus. He gets the dice and he goes, it's not Swiss, it's not American, it's not cheddar, it's Colby. And he throws his dice. It's quite annoying, yet mildly entertaining at the same time.
I knew more about math because of Strato than at school. I'm telling you right now.
Who are some of the favorite players you guys have played with in the past?
Johan Santana is one of my favorite. He got me my first title. So he's.
I didn't want to run that right away because the ball we use in the national.
From New Jersey.
From Vernon, Connecticut.
Matt from Philadelphia, PA.
From
California.
I was saying, Frank was saying that this might be the longest line that he's seen on opening day.
Oh, absolutely.
Opening day. And we're live. Ultimate Strat Baseball.
Good seeing you, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah, doing good.
Welcome back. It's been a couple of years, huh?
Yeah, too long.
How long you here?
We got here 4:45. He's the first on the line. He got here 1 a.m.
1 a.m. Ah, yeah.
Hello again.
How are you? Good to see you. Montreal, he's got his Montreal Expo.
This is where he passed out. It was accidentally.
Yeah, this is our opening day tradition.
Hey, everybody, look who's here.
Hey guys, happy opening
Welcome
day.
back.
Finally, first time in 3 years.
3 years. It seems like a little longer, don't it?
Yeah,
It seems like a decade.
Hello. How are you?
It's good to see you.
Good to see
Thanks
you.
for coming.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Have you seen Barry? He usually gets here a little later. He gets here a little later. That's true. Yeah, he gets here a little later.
We got a nice crowd here today.
We have, I mean, I don't think you've been here with the crowd, but it's boots around. It's pretty amazing. 60 degrees. I mean, we've never had a day like this. And it's not.
Wow, I think they've got a bigger crowd today than I've seen in previous opening days. So of course there's got to be a Yankee fan here in Stratville.
Of course.
Frank Berta.
How you doing, Mark?
All right, how are you?
I am good. Glad to be back at Strat.
Yeah, you made the pilgrimage, huh?
Been a while.
What time did you get here?
About 9:30.
Oh, you've been here a while.
Yeah.
Anything going on?
They showed the black cards. They're really neat. Nice gloss to them. Everything looks really
yeah?
cool. They're nice collector's items. They're going to be a big deal.
I think I got to get a set.
I think they sold out. Hopefully they're raffling
Done.
here. Yeah.
Ready?
Raffle ticket. Get your raffle ticket.
Snooze, you lose.
That's it. Ready
So-
for the draft here. Let's go.
How was your Strat year this year?
Not as good as I hoped. 2023 is going to be good.
What does it look like coming for you?
A little bit of a challenge probably to fill up the roster where I want it, but Parker's going to be a good division. I'm coming for you.
Tough.
Very tough.
For those who don't know, Frank is in the CBA league, and there's a massive rivalry going on in one of the divisions. He's well in the thick of it, for sure. And then this year, he might be the favorite.
It's been a battle every year.
And I can remember one line going back to the right, but it didn't go quite that far. And even as a kid when I was coming here, tree.
I've never seen it past the end of the driveway. This is the first time. This is my 7th time coming here. So this is really impressive.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of new fans now.
Yes.
You know, during hard times, people found Strat, and it's been relevant. So good. Frank, did they show the judge card?
They did not. I haven't seen any cards yet. Just the black cards they showed. They haven't
We're
put
all
any
waiting
regular
to
cards.
see the
Oh,
judge
absolutely.
card, right?
That and Otani.
Yotani, which Yotani?
Both.
Can you imagine? Right? Have we seen anything like that before? I've never seen anything like that before.
Judge was the MVP, but Otani is something we've never seen. 3-5.
And so today became a day that everybody dreamed about, a day where Strat-o-matic fans could get together, meet each other, talk about cards this year, last year, and really catch up. And there were so many people there, and the vibes were so good.
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. We really do appreciate it.
Everybody was having an amazing time, but it got even better because the Hall of Fame induction ceremony came. It brought tears to people's eyes. There was plenty of card chat, including the talk about the 1976 set.
Oh, my good friend Tom Nahigian's here. Tom and I go back a couple of years. How are you, Tom?
I'm great. This is my first opening day.
You made the trip, huh?
It took
First
only
one.
3 hours from Boston. It usually takes 4, but somehow it took me only 3 today.
It took you about the same as it took me to come from Jersey. What, first time?
Yes.
Have you met anybody yet?
Well, I met these guys, talking to people online. If you play Strat-o-matic, you can easily have a conversation with someone.
With
'Cause they like the
everybody
same-
here.
If you speak the same language.
With everybody here. A lot of the guys here are guys who have been here many, many times.
Yes.
Seems like they're doing something, huh?
Well, these guys are with the MLB network. Like I did a thing with them.
Oh, there's the MLB network right there. And it with Bill. Tommy, what do you expect to see in the cards this year, huh?
Well, I like the 76, which I remember. Like seeing Mark Fidrich in Super Advance is great. And, that was the first, like I'm a Red Sox fan, but that was the first Yankee team that won the pennant. And
It was.
Thurman Munson was MVP. I remember when Thurman Munson died. I still remember the way he played baseball. I think in 75, 76, 77, he was one of the only catchers to drive in over 100 runs and hit 300.
That's right.
He did it 3 years in a row, and I don't think any
Consistency was his name.
I don't think any other catcher did that.
Well, for Yankee fans, I remember that year they could recreate the Littell Chambliss moment.
Yes, yes. And
But,
Roy White was a very good ball player. He was like underrated. He was a well
solid left fielder.
Yeah, very well-rounded player. He could do a lot of things to help.
Interesting batting stance.
Yes, switch hitter, right? He was. Roy White was a switch hitter, just like Ken Singleton was a switch hitter. Mickey Mantle, a lot of guys.
The 76 set, stands out in my mind for that Reds team.
Right, right.
Not only they have the defense,
Yes.
up the middle, you figured with Concepcion and Morgan, with Bench, with Geronimo in center field.
Yes.
Forster was still ridiculous in left field.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they had Dreesen,
Yes.
and they had Griffey.
Right.
Now, can you tell me who the backup catcher was?
Bill Plummer, I think.
Bill Plummer. That's right.
Well, I remember Pat Darcy was on that club. I think he
They
had
had
a pretty good year.
two middle infield backups.
Right, Doug Flynn.
Dougie
Joe,
Flynn.
Joe Youngblood, who both played for the Mets later.
Darryl Cheney.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
later on, I guess.
That Reds
Cheney.
team led the league in, I think, batting average, runs scored, doubles, triples, home runs, stolen bases, on base, slugging.
Tom, you forgot a big one. Heartbreaking.
Oh, I'm sorry they swept the Yankees.
They heartbroke everybody.
But they were the first team since the Giants in 21-22 to win back-to-back World Series in the National League. You know, the Yankees won 5 in a row under Stengel, and other teams have won back-to-back. But that was the first National League team to win back-to-back, so they did. But some Johnny Bench fans, Johnny Bench had an injury, I think, in 76. I think in 75, Gary Matthews nailed him at home plate in a home plate collision, and it hurt his shoulder. And it took about 6 months for his power to come back. So he had a big year in 77.
Injuries played a big toll in
Yes,
Bench's
they did.
career, didn't
But
they?
Bench was much better in 75. So if you put the 75 Bench on the 76 Reds, that team could win like 130 games.
And, well, right, you know, sometimes you would have Bench hitting maybe behind Perez.
Right, right.
Certainly Morgan.
But his defense never suffered. I think he's still a 1-4.
Right, that's the best throwing on that he
I
had
love
gotten.
Johnny Bench. You know, he was great.
I went back and I checked. -4 is about as good as he ever got.
Right.
A -5.
He's a -5 in 72. That catcher for
In 72?
Finishing up the
the
72
catcher for Kansas City 1 year, he's a -5 in catching.
1 -5, he's 0.
There you go.
We're playing against him right now.
Did they update Bench? I don't know. I'd have to look.
And how's that 72 team?
Yeah, they were good.
The Cincinnati team?
Yeah?
Great.
Well, that was when they got
Get
Joe
it with the
Morgan.
first pick.
Yeah.
Some other good cards in that 76 set was Cedeno and couple of good cards that we'd be looking for
And
there.
Reggie Jackson, he was on the Orioles that year.
Tommy, good talking to you.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
I was thinking the
They're going to make a pretty big announcement today. We've got the media here from MLB Network. Hal's here today.
Good morning.
Hi, Hal. Good morning. Good to see you, Mr. Lee.
We welcome you to opening day. Strat-o-matic opening day, our first since 2020. It's a celebration that's been 3 years in the making. And you see the banner over there, strategy. Very quickly, beginning with today's orders. Beginning with today's orders. How's that? That better? Okay. Some microphones are different. Anyway, beginning with today's orders and continuing throughout the year, as supplies last, Strat-o-matic will include a Strat iTunes sticker along with your products. Now, here's the good part. You're encouraged to place the sticker in interesting and unexpected places. Stay classy now. And then either email Strat-o-matic a picture of where you put it, that's why you gotta stay classy, or post the photo directly to Facebook, Twitter, and or Instagram. One winner with the most inventive sticker placement will be randomly selected each month and receive a $50 Strat-o-matic gift card. How about that? Give me a little applause. Now, another big thing today. We are all excited about Strat Black, the new glossy white on black limited collectible 2022 card set. Sold out for the family of John Garcia. Yeah! John did a great job every year getting these cards out there. This is suspenseful. And the winner is, oh wow, we even have classy Strat black coupons, raffle tickets. You ready? Pull out your card, your tickets. 619 033. All the way from Texas.
Wow.
Enjoy. Wow.
Wow.
Always at the front of the line. On February 1st, we lost a dear friend and a member of our extended Strat-o-matic family. After an extended illness, Brooklyn native Steve Napoli passed away in Clark. He was a passionate SOM player and a fan of New York sports, especially the New York Yankees. I ask you to join me in remembering Steve for a moment of silence.
We can't hear you. Moment of silence.
This is a special class of 6 honorees. Many were considered and qualified for this very special designation, but 6 longtime employees and contributors who helped to build and are pillars of the foundation of Strat-o-matic were ultimately selected for today's historic honor. Videos of Hal Richmond, the creator of this wonderful game, speaking about the Magnificent Six. They've been playing throughout the morning and been posted on Strat-o-matic social media as well. Now we honor and induct the class of 2023, the inaugural inductees to the Hal Richmond Strat-o-matic Hall of Fame. Just as she was Strat-o-matic's first employee, Pauline Feelings is the first inductee into the Hal Richmond Strat-o-matic. Before Pauline started working for Hal, she worked 3 jobs while away from her children, James, who is also being honored today, and Jimmy. Hal hired Pauline as Strat-o-matic's first-time employee in 1964. Pauline was extraordinary. She did it all. Shipping, customer service brochures, and collating. That's sorting those early original die-cut Strat-o-matic cards for every team in every sport. So if you have any of those cards, you've probably been touched by Pauline. Over her 40 years plus at Strat-o-matic, anything and everything that needed to get done, Pauline was there. Her work ethic was unrivaled. Pauline was simply a wonderful person. We always say that Strat-o-matic is more than a job, it's a family. That dynamic began with Pauline. We thank Pauline's sister, Marion, for being here today. Pauline and her amazing smile are always with us. And on behalf of Strat-o-matic, we want to welcome Pauline into the Hal Richmond Strat-o-matic Hall of Fame. We ask her grandsons Kevin and Corey Williams to come up and accept this award on her behalf. Once again, congratulations. I'm going to take this out. Yeah. How's this? Can you hear me now? Oh, yeah. Good. All right, let us continue. Steve Barkin was one of the company's earliest employees back to the 1960s, and he remained on the job tirelessly until his retirement in 2013. Steve had many roles, but is best known for his groundbreaking research that fueled Strat-o-matic's classic baseball seasons, beginning with the 1956 season, which was released in 1982. Back then, the information needed to create a season to that level, it was detailed enough for Strat-o-matic, but that information didn't exist. It was Steve's research by poring through every box score for the season that enabled accurate lefty-righty splits, strikeouts, caught stealing numbers, among others. It was also Steve who recommended to start with the 1956 season. That was Mickey Mantle's Triple Crown season, and then the 1961, which was the following year. Both seasons delivered instant success, major milestones in the Strat-o-matic product line, establishing a company hallmark. Besides baseball, Steve was responsible for the hockey game each year, as well as work on the basketball and football games. Steve is well known among the Strat-o-matic community as he often interacts with gamers on various forums online. While he truly wanted to be, Steve unfortunately couldn't be here with us today, but he did sit down for an interview with Glen Guzzo, who has been part of the running video montage available this morning. It'll be posted on Strat-o-matic's social media later today. Here to accept on Steve's behalf are two of his co-workers, I'm not going to say former, Lenny and John, where are you? Come on, guys. Let's accept this award for our good buddy, Steve Barker.
Go
Thank
Gators!
You, gentlemen. Thank you very much. And of course, we will be sending that reward to our good friend Steve Barkin. As we continue, our next inductee, well, it would have been impossible for Strat-o-matic to create an advanced game until Hal found our next inductee, Warren Bannerman. Let me tell you about what Warren did. He was an extraordinary programmer, and he computerized Hal's formulas and algorithms where Strat-o-matic was able to create, in essence, 3 cards for every player. His basic card versus left-hander and versus right-hander cards. Warren continued to program and advise Strat-o-matic over the next 30 years. To this day, the Bannerman program is used to create the baseball cards every year. Warren passed away in an unfortunate automobile accident in 2002, but his legacy at Strat-o-matic lives on. We are lucky today to be joined by his son, Brett, his daughter, Holly. Your father was a wonderful man, and his work on the Strat-o-matic Game Company laid the foundation for Strat-o-matic to become the cultural phenomenon that it is. We thank you for being here, and please step forward because we want to present you with this plaque and welcome your father into the inaugural class of the Hal Richmond Strat-o-matic Hall of Fame. We want to call up Brett and Holly to accept the award.
As he makes his speech, we're going to make our way across.
Yeah, very well. I'm wondering if maybe we would have crossed paths here at Mecca here in Glen Head.
Now, for those of you who haven't seen, look at that. The line's going up and around. Hi guys, we're live.
Hey, how you doing?
And your names are?
Terry Cullen from Clyde, Ohio.
Terry?
Kevin, New Hampshire. Jaffrey, New Hampshire.
Well, we still got we got a beautiful day. How long you playing? Strat.
I'll start asking her. I know it's a little.
How many years you been playing Strat?
1970.
Oh yeah!
Hey, by the way, how's it going?
So, first time at opening day?
Second time.
Second time? It's nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you, sir.
My wife does all. Then I'm like, after like the first time.
What's that box? What's that box, right? They're coming in the front door. What the hell's that?
He says that's
Mike Resigno?
Mike Resigno. Ah. How many years now are you playing Strat?
The first set I got was 75.
So you're a veteran of veterans.
Yes.
This is the largest crowd that we've probably seen here for opening day
Yes,
in a
I've
long
been
time.
here probably since 79 before I drove.
This is about as big as it gets. They're doing a great job. They got to turn up the volume though.
Yeah, we can't hear anything going on.
Good to see you, Mike. You here? Hi guys. We're going to come back out and talk to everybody here as soon as he's done with the Hall of Fame. There are so many people here this year, more than I've seen in years since I'm a kid. And I've been coming here since 1977, 78. I think it was 78. Anyway, let's get back to the Hall of Fame.
Beginning in 1961. Bill Sindelar. Bill is considered by Hal as Strat-o-matic's first customer. Now, while that might not technically be true, Bill was the first customer to ever interact with Hal and let him know his thoughts on the game. Later, Bill became one of the first computer Strat-o-matic players. Bill was easy to get along with and was always happy to send suggestions to Hal or Bob Winberry for the Windows game, some of which have been implemented and still are in use in the current versions of the games today. Bill passed away in 2002 and his family could not be with us today, but we accept this award on his behalf. Our final inductee, we'll talk about bookings, is James Williams.
James is the first person I met at Strat-o-matic as a child.
Recommended her son James when Hal was looking for someone for the shipping room. Well, over the next 44 years, James became Hal's right-hand man and the first executive of the company. He was indispensable, working on Strat's basketball, football, and baseball games. However, he may be best known by customers for his kindness and his gentle spirit. Everyone who ever came in contact with James says the same thing. James is a wonderful person. He was the nicest guy. What a handshake he had. Hal has said that James was like a younger brother to him. We talk about James all the time. We think about him all the time. With each new product, the depth of work that we've been doing with the Negro Leagues and the Negro Leagues Museum, we are constantly saying how much James would have loved all of this. We had endless conversations about the basketball game, which was really his baby. He would have also loved all the collectible product developments we are now producing, because James was responsible for the execution of the Founder Edition collectible game. Remember that? We made that for the company's 50th anniversary. The most humble person, James' strength came from his amazing mother, Pauline, and his love for his incredible family. We miss you literally every single day, James. Your quiet strength is with us here today. You represent the very best of us. Our only criticism, you left us way too soon. There is no one more deserving of this honor. We are joined now by James' wife, Emma, his sons, Corey and Kevin, as they come and accept this award on James.
Oh, yeah. Love.
Thank you. On behalf of James, we're honored to be here and accept on his behalf We thank the Richmond family for allowing our family to be a part of the Strat-o-matic family. Strat-o-matic has been around longer than I've been born. I remember me and my brother collating cards with my grandmother, and our dad, paying us some money. I'm pretty sure there was some labor laws and stuff that were violated, but we got to be a part of that, and the Hall of Fame is just something you can't describe. I mean, it's great to know that your work was appreciated and it stood the test of time, but to go into the Hall of Fame makes you immortal, and we are truly appreciative on behalf of James, my mom, and my brother. Thank you.
Second, we're going to get the okay here to get it. But I use it for anything. Yeah. Now this year they're not, I don't think they're doing it.
People have come from all over the country to be here. James Williams being nominated to the Hall of Fame, foremost. I have to say, my first contact ever with Strat-o-matic was with James Williams. He took me in, he brought me inside, showed me inside. He took my friend Larry and I, found us old roster sheets. He was marvelous.
Congratulations to the Strat-o-matic Hall of Fame. We thank everyone for being here this historic day in the life of Strat-o-matic, a day that wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you. The HOF plaque will hang inside the Strat-o-matic headquarters and will be updated with new inductees every year going forward. A video of today's ceremony will be posted on social media in the coming days. And finally, the doors of Strat-o-matic will open for customers to pick up their new cards in the next few minutes. I've been told
The trays can be open, they're ready to go. It's pasta, meatball salad. Yeah, let's do all the kids before, hey Len, before we open this.
Yeah, rain always does.
Dave's outside. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that. Okay. Not at all. We would love for her to help.
I love how you take her around town.
The first in line.
Where's Hal? Let's play two.
All right. And here is the first set. The Strat-o-matic Princess delivers.
I get this set up.
Yeah.
First set goes back to.
Yep, Len had that.
Back to Texas. The second one.
I'm just amazed that it happened. I'm from Texas. That's your first time. Maybe in the lead.
Yeah, he was
Bill hosted that. Yeah, we are selling. Yeah, we
full game. Game parking?
Yeah.
Daddy, come on. So what size?
49, 76 and card, and the 40 green got it. See what's the game. Yeah.
So your last name, sir?
And I'll grab you a board. Thank you.
Is that Ed Goodson number?
What's your name? What's your name?
You made it back. Congratulations.
I did.
First one online.
Well, just because
Just about.
Derek got a hotel room this year.
It's a little easier instead of camping. But we always remember the original Expos helmets.
It's the souvenir batting helmet. Brings me good luck.
It does. So what do you expect this year? What are you looking forward to seeing on these cards?
Well, there's a few players, but to be quite honest with you, 76 was the first year I ever played. And so seeing that
Mine
set,
too.
really good. Yeah. Probably similar age. But seeing that set in the super advanced format, Morgan, that's the year Fidrich was
in the super advanced format. What
Yeah.
is that going to look like?
Exactly.
Because you remember Morgan's card was like that 1-5 card, stacked all the way down with a couple of singles.
And the walks on the threes.
On the 3-5 and 3-6.
So it'll be interesting.
Double A.
So I'm more interested in that 76 set because it harkens back to my childhood.
I agree. The Reds were the team for me.
They were the monster team during that time.
My first game that I ever bought at Brentano's in New York City, the two teams that came were the 76 Reds and the 76 Braves.
Oh, yeah?
The Vic Correll-led Braves. With guys like Frank LaCourte, Craig Morton, Messa Smith.
Braves weren't particularly great back then, that's for sure.
No.
But yeah, as far as the active set, you know, it's interesting the way the actives are playing out. It's a little bit different format than some of those older sets.
Well, my brain is still etched on the older stuff.
Yeah, mine too. So I'm really kind of looking forward to that 76 set. See what that looks like. You know, Frank Tanana had a fantastic year in 76. He was a player who was kind of overlooked. But that was his best year.
Bostock, Carew, the Minnesota team. Sure.
Bostock and Carew, yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. I'll see you next.
Great karma, because he's a fireman. But today, you got the black set.
Yeah. Won the black set today.
Wow. It's good looking. I just saw it.
It is. They brought it out and showed it to us. It's pretty cool. It's amazing looking stuff. And yeah, you got here first though. How'd you beat us?
You let me. See? That's the karma right there. That's the karma.
So he's taking you out for lunch and dinner, right?
Well,
he got the black
we are
set.
going to meet up in May. He's bringing his
Yeah,
girlfriend down
we're going to go
to
to
Texas.
Dallas. We're going to have some dinner.
Yep. That's what opening day's all about.
Your poor girlfriend, man. She's going to lose you because you'll be playing Strat the whole time, right?
I think she's cool with it, to tell you the truth.
Really?
She's found a keeper.
Yeah.
Oh, just like we did.
Yeah, we'll probably be going though without our wives to dinner.
So if she could deal with your Strat addiction, she is a keeper for
She's a
sure.
keeper. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Hey guys.
It's just painful when you hear them try to explain to their friends what we're doing.
Yeah, it's draft day.
You're going to New York for what?
Draft day. They know. They know.
Wouldn't miss it for anything.
Good to see you guys.
Good seeing you too.
you next year.
Take care.
See you next year, God willing. So we have everybody waiting online, people from all over. I remember these gentlemen from a previous video. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
What can we expect today? What are you looking for?
Looking for Verlander first, probably Otani. Yeah. I'm looking for Strider. I want to see his card. Strat Black. Oh yeah.
I saw the Strat Black set. It's pretty good looking.
I'm gonna get afraid to open it.
Nobody's gonna open it. It's gonna go sit. It's gonna sit in the seals. But there's got to be one Strat fan somewhere that'll actually use the cards and play and make them game warm. I would think it's more valuable that way.
Yeah. If we won the raffle, we would have done that.
Because everybody's going to have ones that are sealed up, but who's going to have a nice used one? You got to reverse the thinking here, you know. Good to see you, fellas. USBN here. Who am I speaking with?
Judah and Ezra.
Judah and Ezra. Welcome to Strat-o-matic Opening Day. First time?
At opening day, yeah.
Nice, nice. How long you been playing the game?
14 years.
Long time veteran.
Yeah.
Are you cards and dice? Are you computer?
Cards and dice.
Cards and dice. So then today's going to be a real treat. What are you looking forward to seeing in this year's cards?
Just to see, like, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge. I have a feeling that card is going to be one for the ages.
Probably.
Right? I mean, in history, we haven't seen anything like that. So he'll be a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Toronto.
Did you come down here from Toronto? Did you?
I go to school in the city. They came from Toronto.
You came down from Toronto? Wow. Wow. International Strat people here online. Well, North America. It's family.
Yep.
Good to meet you guys. We must have a league set going back here.
Sir.
What's your league?
Our league is called the Strat-o-matic Baseball Federation.
And where are you based out of?
Montreal.
Did you come down from Montreal?
Yes, with my beautiful wife.
Nice to meet. We have we have other Canadian people down here too.
Well done.
Canada.
Well done.
Team Canada.
Montreal.
Montreal, where are you guys from?
You hear that, Doug Brunette?
Oh, okay.
You hear that, JD?
There you go.
Friends.
There you go. All right, boys.
Where are you guys from? You're from Philly?
I'm from Marlton, New Jersey.
Marlton.
About 20 minutes from Philly.
Your Donkey's cheesesteaks.
That's right.
What's your favorite cheesesteak?
Actually, I'm not too big of a fan. I grew up in Southern California, so I'm a transplant.
So you prefer pineapple on pizza?
That's right.
But you're a Philly fan.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a fan.
What an amazing ride for your Phillies this year.
What a year. Yeah, it was a great run in the playoffs. Of course, we had the Eagles also made the Super Bowl.
Yes, they did.
Unfortunately, they came up a little short, but
just a little bit short, but they played fantastic. You got to be proud of them.
Anybody could have won. You're right.
That game could have gone either way.
That's right.
And they were both great teams. I'd love to see a rematch on that.
I would too. Too bad they couldn't do 2 out of 3, right? I think it would be a different story.
It would have been. What are you looking forward to seeing this year, Seth?
I originally started playing Strat back in 1976, so now that they remade the cards, I'm really looking forward to the 1976 season.
76 set is very, very popular. Other than the Reds, any teams you're
Or you mean other than the Phillies?
Other than the Phillies.
I grew up in Southern California, so I'm a Dodger fan as well.
Another good team.
Dodger Blue in the 70s had some great years. Of course, the infield that stayed together the longest. You had Garvey at
one of the greatest infields.
That's right. Lopes at second.
Of my time.
And Russell, and then the Penguins, which unfortunately rest in peace. And he just passed away.
He just did.
We had some great years, though.
Super solid third baseman. Got it done with the glove. Hit a lot of homers and protected the lineup.
That's right.
And I'll tell you what. Dodgers deserve more call for the Hall of Fame.
And my favorite part about that game was the realism that a player could actually get hurt. Benito Santiago got injured, and I had to play a player that I had never heard of before. He was a utility player, the only back to catch a card in the team.
Hey, long-time Strat-o-matic opening day people.
Yes.
Your names?
I'm Phil.
Phil?
Andy.
Andy, welcome back. What do you expect this year? What you looking for this year?
All the rookies there.
Yeah.
Any rookies in particular?
I like the kid from Baltimore, the catcher.
Rushman.
Rushman.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that kid. There's a lot of good. I want to see Judge's card, obviously, just see how it looks. The kid from Seattle, the outfielder. Looks good.
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez.
I can't wait to see it. I can't wait till they break it open. Myself, I kind of want to see Ohtani.
Yes.
That's his card for
Yeah,
our
I
league.
have Otani.
You got Otani?
Yes, he does.
Them to let you get that pick.
They don't know what they're
Is
doing.
there money going on under the table for you?
Actually, he went in the first round, right, that year?
You have to pay guys to get Otani, right?
Yeah. That's a special card. It's a special card.
Yeah. Special 2 cards.
Special 2 cards counts as 1, right?
Yeah.
But he's gonna be like lights out as a pitcher too.
Yeah, his pitching. This is gonna be his best pitching card.
Wow, think about what you could do with that going into a playoff series, right? Imagine if you're the lucky guy who gets Judge and Otani on the same team and grabs maybe Alvarez.
Yeah.
You would have to put Alvarez. Can he play the field? I wonder.
Alvarez? I have Alvarez.
Without
also.
being a 5, you know. You got
Alvarez
him
is-
also.
Alvarez is left field 5. He was last year. He's this year again.
All right, it's
I played him
official.
last year. He didn't kill me.
It's official. You are paying somebody.
I'm not going to tell you who my center fielder is. I got Trout also.
What?
It's a small league.
We're a small league, so
Who's trading with him?
we all have all-star
I
teams.
drafted
basically.
all of them.
Yeah, we all have all-star teams, so it's like he gets the better crop that couple drafts. You know?
God,
Worked
say
out that
so. You gonna let him get Rodriguez too?
way. Even the sun shines on the dog's ass some days. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have the first pick in the draft?
Of course not.
No.
What's your pick?
Well, we're not even finished with last year yet, but I'm in the championship right now. I'm waiting for my opponent.
All right, so start getting those 20s ready.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to the bank.
Exactly.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Take care.
Yeah, this is the star.
The star of the show?
Yeah. Made the trip from Green Bay. It's the first time. Been playing since 1977, so it's coming like...
What's your name?
Brian Creasy.
Brian, this is your first time here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, congratulations. You made it here. That's from Green Bay.
Right.
Wow, I've driven through Green Bay, and I went to Lambeau Field.
Yep.
And nice little town, so a lot of Strat-o-matic gamers up in Green Bay area?
Well, I play with my friends, my boyfriend, you know, growing up as a player, my friends in Milwaukee, that's where I usually play with.
So you got to drive down to Milwaukee
No,
to get a good
we
league?
play on a computer, stuff like that.
Very, very cool. How long did it take you to get here?
Well, stayed in Milwaukee overnight and then 12 hours from there, so no problem.
What time did you get here today?
I got here yesterday about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, you are. So
hours from Milwaukee sounds pretty fast.
So, guys out there on USBN, if you think you're a Strat fan, you're not the only one. That's a mission. Oh, good to meet you. By the way, what teams or what players are you looking forward to seeing today?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to I'm going to buy the diamond gems for the Negro Leagues, so I'm looking forward to that, those teams.
Going to be some special cards.
Yeah, and then of course the Brewers have, you know, rock star pitchers, so I'm going to see Burns and Woods and Woodruff, those guys will be good.
You got the Brewers jersey. It's got the throwback jersey. Who are you with here?
Hi, Larry Saleh from Hampton, Connecticut.
Hi, Larry.
Proud to say I've been coming to opening day every year since 1984.
Since
1984.
And today, how would you rate the crowd today, opening day, compared to other opening days that you've been?
Older. Very enthusiastic. I think everybody's really psyched because we didn't have an opening day the last 2 years because of the pandemic. We're ready to rock and roll and play a bunch of games.
What are you looking forward to seeing today?
Cards-wise?
Yep.
Definitely looking forward to seeing Trey Turner, good all-around player, Freddie Freeman, and let's see, a couple of my Yankees. I'd like to see, even though he was injured much of the year, I'd like to see how DJ LeMahieu came out, and Aaron Judge, 62 dingers. Wow.
I'm waiting for somebody to come out of Strat-o-matic with some of the first cards and show us that Judge card. I think we're all going to have to gather and take a look. Good talking to you.
Strat on, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hey, what's happening? How are you?
Where you guys coming from?
Jersey. Yes.
So it took you as long to get here from Jersey as it did from Tom to get from Boston.
Yeah, it's taking us longer to get to the building from the road than it did to get through here from Jersey.
What time did you get here this morning?
About 10:15, I guess. Yeah, about 10:15. So,
cool.
But if you play,
he's
you
been
gotta
first in line before. He's been first in line one time.
What year?
2016.
Did I get you on video? Was I there that year?
I believe you did.
I must
I believe you did. Yeah,
Good
it was.
to see
We were
you.
cold that day. We were very cold.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
the
was an
weather is
icy
definitely
day.
that's I think.
Oh, I think I remember that.
But if you play, you gotta at least come here once. Put the public service announcement out.
Yeah, they really kind of doing it up this year. Good to see you.
Absolutely.
I got myself a black set.
Did you?
Yes. They had a couple extras, so I grabbed one.
He's got a black set.
Black set right here.
What's the cost of black set?
Woo! Now here's what I was saying before. The black sets that are sealed up in plastic are going to be worth less than the ones that you get to use and they're all worn up and chewed up.
I think so.
Because everybody's going to keep them in the plastic.
I wanted a
But how many guys are going to actually say, you know what, I bought this thing to use, and then a nice game one will go for thousands of dollars.
100%. I always wanted a Founders Edition. I never could get one, so we'll do this.
Congratulations, Frank.
Big
You got a
up, Mark.
rarity.
See you at the draft.
See you at the draft. Well, it's raining.
Put my glasses away.
So it's raining.
Keep the camera clear, no spots. He's got a lot of new friends. Don't want our ugly face on there.
Where you from?
North Central Ohio. Clyde is the town.
Did you drive in?
Yes, I did. I drove in yesterday.
Oh, how many hours?
Well, with stops a long way, it took 10 hours to get here, but it's really about an 8.5 hour drive.
Serious fans.
Stay over in Jericho.
The big one. Tapers is huge.
Now it's really raining.
Yeah, I better get my camera out of the wet.
Yeah.
Ultimate Strat Baseball with the youngest Strat fan ever.
She's taking a nap. Penny.
Even though it looks like it's small.
The youngest Strat-o-matic fan.
7 months.
So she gets the Fan of the Day award for 2023.
Oh, there you go.
Where are you guys from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey? You guys play in a face-to-face league, computer dice?
Computer. Got
Oh, you guys. Net Play League. What's the name of your league?
Coast to coast.
Yes.
CCNL.
Yep.
CCNL. You have a website?
Yes. CCNL.net.
CCL.net, guys. If you get a chance, check them out.
Good league. We're going to Vegas for our draft.
So, what kind of a draft do you do?
Just the rookie draft. So it's a keeper league, 24-team.
Couple of nice rookie cards in there, right?
Yeah, a lot of good rookies.
Working on some trades right now.
Yeah, he's talking on his cell phone.
You'll be the first ones to see what Stephen Kwan looks like. That's going to be a nice card, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's younger guys who have more potential, but it's hard to pass up that one.
So we got a Met fan and a Philly fan. Perfect pairing. The Mets own the season, the Phillies own the postseason.
That's true.
So it balances itself out.
Yes, it does. And the Phillies beat the Braves and the Dodgers, so that was good.
Braves and Cardinals.
Oh, the Cardinals. Yeah.
Well, I like any team that beats the Braves.
There you go. Me too.
What's your names and where you guys from? Where are you guys from?
I'm Randall. Hempstead, New York.
Tom, Robbinsville, New Jersey, outside of Trenton.
The home of the best pizza in Jersey?
Yes, sir. De Lorenzo's.
De Lorenzo's, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a real pie, you know.
Absolutely. That is a real tomato pie right
Sorry, man. I'm a Brooklyn boy, and they don't even have them good in Brooklyn like De Lorenzo's.
Oh, you're kidding. Really?
Used to be.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be good pizza in Brooklyn.
Gotcha.
I think right now Jersey's kind of got Brooklyn beat. New Haven got Brooklyn beat.
Okay.
Yeah. But what are you looking forward to seeing today in the set?
Well, I sprung for the black set, the 76 cards. We bought a lot of stuff. Must have spent about $400.
Are you going to keep it in plastic or use it?
I'm I'll probably be curious to, go
to play it. You see, this is what I'm talking about. I was just joking around before, but I'm really not joking. So these guys, they buy the set, so they want, stick it away in the top of a closet. It's going to go up in money. I could care less. To me, the set that's going to be worth money is the black set that's all used, and it's got, because everybody else is sticking in the closet. How many people are going to use it? That's the set that I want.
Want me to tell you the honest God truth? I was kind of nuts enough to buy two. One that I would use and one that
you're right, you are nuts.
No, really. $150 a pop. I was thinking about it.
Somebody's going to be bidding on you. And what cards this year?
I'm getting the 40s. I'm big on the old-timer teams.
Me too.
I enjoy them a lot. I was just telling this gentleman I got a tournament going right now with the Negro Leagues, the 50s, and now I'm going to throw the 40s in there.
So are you integrating the cards from the leagues together?
Yeah. Like the black teams, the Negro League teams, they're going to play one another. The winner of that bracket will play the survivor.
So you're going to do a real world series.
Oh yeah. They'll play the survivors of the 40s and 50s bracket.
Good stuff.
And I also got 76. That's when the Phillies went over to
See, this is what I love about Strat-o-matic, is that we can compare and actually, I mean, it's the closest that we're going to get.
Talk, real comparison.
Right. Putting the numbers together and really comparing these players together. It gives us a baseline of greatness.
Yes.
I'm curious to see a league that has integrated players going back and where they would all stack up.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And that goes for any of the sports. You want to be able to combine the areas because you get into a conversation about who's better, this, that. With Strat-o-matic.
All right, so I want to compare Oscar Charleston to Tris Speaker. Who am I going to draft?
Hey, Draft-o-matic. Draft-o-matic.
Who does the machine take?
Interesting.
Exactly.
Very interesting.
So that's why I like what's been happening with it. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Just roll. Hey guys, mind being on video?
Sure.
Sure. Mark, Ultimate Strat Baseball. Here we today are with.
Here I am. I'm Bob. I'm a friend of Tom. I'm from Philadelphia originally.
Another Philly guy.
I live in Jersey now.
And wearing Philly proud today.
Yes. My son got me this jacket last year for Christmas. 80 World Series champions.
All right.
When baseball was better.
Yes, sir.
80 World Series champions.
Well, I might agree with you there. Baseball might have been better.
Watch Mike Schmidt.
That was a heck of a team, the 1980.
But their 76 team, which is why I bought the set.
Another great team.
That was their best team of that 7-year run. They had a bullpen. They had good depth in the field. They could hit the baseball.
They did have good depth. That was one of the years they had Vukovic as a backup too.
Vukovic was there, but the big hitter was Schmidt. Grew up that year.
Schmidt, Luzinski.
He had his best best year, and Luzinski was always consistent. Maddox wasn't there yet. Maddox came along later. Maddox came along
maybe 77.
No, Maddox was there. Maddox was there in 76 and 77. Right.
And let me see if I remember. At first base, they had a little bit of a door going on there. So they had like Joe Liss at one point. Who'd they have at first base?
Jay Johnstone.
Jay Johnstone.
That was Dick Allen's last season with the Phillies in 76. He moved on to Oakland after that. They brought him back for 75 and 76. He played some first base too. But you're right though, it was an open door.
It was an open door over first base.
I'm assuming all those guys were rated 4. I'm assuming. Because the gloves didn't work sometimes.
They did. I'm sure they got ones at third.
Well, one at third.
Is it possible that they would have 2 ones at third?
I'm thinking. Well, but Vukovic
did Schmidt? I'm not sure. Did Schmidt get a 1 that year? Probably not.
Schmidt might probably get a 2 because he was still
two, and then
Schmidt came up as a shortstop. Don't forget. But they have Boa, who's also probably a 1.
Right.
And I'm guessing Dave Cash might be a 1 or a 2.
Cash.
Great infield.
Another underrated player.
Well, for some reason they let Cash go at the 76. He went from Montreal in 77.
He helped them.
He helped Montreal get that whole thing started. Him and Tony Perez both went there in 76.
Then Scott came in.
Yes. Larry Parrish Cherish, Gary Carter, if you don't realize this, was an outfielder when he came up. He wasn't a catcher.
Carter came up in 75, right?
Played field, I think in 74, a little bit,
took over
75.
for Bacabella.
Johnny Bacabella had a heart attack or something, if I recall. So they had to move Carter into catching, if I'm not mistaken about that.
Wow, look how that worked out.
How about trying this move for us? And of course, it worked out for the kid.
That worked.
Yeah. But Montreal was obviously gripped in 77 and 82 with that great lineup in the outfield. They had Cromartie, they had Dawson, they had Ellis Valentine.
I remember the one year that Montreal had this great set of cards where against left-handers they were lined in the ones column with those home runs.
Yeah,
Valentine was stacked.
Valentine was a bomber.
Carter
could hit him. Larry Parrish could hit him.
Cromartie was a hitter.
Tony Perez could hit him. Warren Cromartie's underrated. He was a great outfielder. He just happened to play with two other very good outfielders, and then they moved on from him and brought in Tim Raines to take his spot.
That's right.
Because they needed speed. They were a very slow team. They didn't have a lot of speed.
Well, a couple of years before they had Pepe Frias, Larry Lintz, Coco LeBoy,
right? And they had Rusty Staub there for a while, but he wasn't with. He got traded to the Mets. Rusty Staub started with the Expos in '69.
Jorgie and
Mike Jorgensen,
Singleton.
they called him the Spider. Mike Jorgensen, the Spider. Right?
Spider Jorgensen.
They had some great players. Montreal was a team of names, but they had Steve Rogers who could pitch. He was developing into a good pitcher, one of the best pitchers of the '70s and '80s.
But on the other side of that coin, they also had Wayne Twitchell, so I don't know.
Well, Wayne Twitchell he took the money and ran for the Phillies because he was a fifth or sixth starter for the Phillies.
He wound his way to the Mets, and we couldn't stand
the Mets gave him some good money and twitched. Yeah, he phased that. They also gave George Foster a lot of money.
He made Dyer Miller look good.
Yeah, exactly. And the Mets paid George Foster near the end of his run with them.
Yeah, George Foster still hit 28 homers and knocked in 90.
But they weren't happy in New York with him.
And he hit 269.
Right.
But they had nobody around him in the batting order to protect him in the batting order, and he still got the job done, and they gave him
what they realized was how good an outfielder Cesar Geronimo was, because he made Foster look good in left field, because George wasn't a fielder.
Did he give up?
No.
But he had Cesar Geronimo in center field, who was great.
All world. I don't know who was the best internationally between Geronimo or Cedeno at that time.
Cedeno was good back then, too. He was phenomenal. And then the Pirates had Omar Moreno.
Omar AAA Moreno.
Yeah. Exactly. Good memory.
They refused to give up.
I'm excited about the 76 set. It takes me back to when I was 14.
So what else were they going to give up?
Nice to meet you, man.
So thank you for your interview.
And the line is still going.
When you're ready, this guy can
This is probably the longest line that we've seen. Adam Richmond confirmed. That's probably the most he's seen.
Joy, everybody.
Wow. And I'm sure they're off to look at the cards. Are you an Oakland fan?
I am now, yes.
Are you a Long Island-based Oakland fan?
No, Toronto, Canada.
Did you come down here from Toronto?
Yeah, 10-hour drive.
Another international Strat person. You are...
Actually, if you met the guy from Montreal earlier,
yes.
He's my friend I used to come down with when I lived in Montreal. We've been doing this for 30 years or so, yeah.
Oh, what is your name?
JC.
JC, it's nice to meet you. Are you in any leagues?
Yeah, just the small one for now, but yeah.
Face-to-face, net
Yeah,
play?
face-to-face, yeah, cards, yeah.
So you're a cards and dice person?
Absolutely.
So
I mean, pandemic, we've evolved a little bit, so we are doing some over Skype, but mostly face-to-face.
To me, it's still nothing like rolling the dice. What are you curious about seeing today?
Vlad Guerrero, probably. But yeah, my third baseman or DH, depending on the situation.
Whose fielding has improved?
Yeah, he's a 4 this year. I don't know why Freddie Freeman got screwed. He's a 3 instead of a 1.
I think Vladdy got a 3 this year.
Oh, at first base, yeah. That should have been a 1. We always, Gold Glovers always used to get a 1.
But he managed to get a rating at third, huh?
Yeah, again.
He's
2
a
years
5.
in a row.
Would you dare
he's a 5, yeah.
Would you dare use a 5?
At third? I think so. I got Chapman also as a backup. That's defense, right? So
you wouldn't need to.
Yeah.
But would you ever consider using a 5?
I did this year. I had Guerrero at third base all year.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did those numbers look? Sketchy.
There's not that many third base acts, and his error rating wasn't high enough that I think coming like 5 errors for me like all year, so it's not that bad. Yeah.
There's an age-old debate. If you have enough slug and enough offense, can you get away at the corners with them?
Exactly.
Sticking at first or at third or even in the outfield.
Yeah, I'm not playing a 5 at short or
you know, like a 2 out of a 216 or 3 out of 216 probability. So depends. You can certainly stack a lineup with. You can certainly stack with a lot of slug.
Yeah.
Good to meet you. Whatever makes you comfortable.
We're comfortable. We're in line. We're getting our cards. That's all it takes. That's it. Yeah, weather be damned.
Well, we've been waiting all winter for this one. Ever since the last day of the season.
I've been waiting 3 years. Because this is the first one in 3 years.
That's right. Were you here for the last opening day?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
This is even bigger.
Yeah. Well, because everybody's been itching. They haven't been here. They want to get down here and do it again.
What's your name? Where are you from?
Kevin Pierce. I'm from Southington, Connecticut. My buddy Dave Dodona from East Hartford, Connecticut.
The Connecticut crew's here.
And Tony Savino from Richfield, Connecticit.
Hi, Tony. Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
What are you looking forward to seeing today?
Even though he's not on my roster, I want to see what Judge's 62 homers look like on a card.
Has anybody online seen it yet?
I have no idea, and I haven't seen anybody waving it or anything like that.
Even though we're getting a lot better with a lot of them.
Right, like somebody's going to come out. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this!
It's going to be the best homer card since, I don't count Bonds, since McGuire's 70 homer card in 1996. Or 98.
I had Bonds, that 73 homer a year. Yeah, that was an awesome
What do you
card.
do with the Bonds card? Where do you bat them? First, second, third, fourth? Remember that card?
I think third.
You were batting him third.
Yeah.
You were batting him third.
I don't think there'll ever be another card like that again.
Judges, well, he didn't have the 500 OBP like Bonds did that year. So.
But Judge is going to be like one with a huge arm.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well,
I'm curious to see.
Explain. This is the man who has him on his roster.
Do you? You're the lucky guy?
He might have homer.
I'm trying to guess what the running rating will be and what the arm will be.
His arm will be -5. It'll still be -5. As far as I'm concerned.
-5 arm. Running rating better than 14, better than 15?
You would know what's it on his card now? I don't even know. I mean, you don't have to worry about all he does is hit home runs.
Right. He never stops at first.
Where do you suspect you'll bat him?
First, second, third.
All over the order, right?
Probably second. No. 9 copies of the card in the lineup, period.
That would look like your team.
Really? Who's my superstar?
I don't know. Who do you have?
Right now, I got Mullins center and playing Castellanos.
Mullins went down one.
Yeah, no kidding. I was a little surprised at that. Jose Ramirez at third base.
That's nice.
He's been, everybody scoffed at me when I drafted him. years ago. Well, he was second base at the time. It was just like, really?
Ramirez is going to be something.
It's going to be something.
The Cleveland team is going to have some good players.
My catching situation is in the toilet.
What do you got, Nito catching?
No, it starts with an Narvaez.
Narvaez,
and then the superstar
nice third
that
string.
has now crashed, Gary Sanchez. He crashed and burned.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you.
See you soon. Mark, I'm with.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm the suitcase guy.
Kevin, the suitcase guy. He's loading up for the league, huh?
Yeah, been doing this for 20-some years, and I just flew in from Chicago this morning, flying right back with the 10 sets of cards for my whole league tonight.
Wow, you flew in from Chicago,
Yeah, going right back this evening and meeting the guys at the bar. We're going to distribute the cards and get this thing going.
I love it. Is this not your first opening day?
No, I've been doing every one since about 02. except for the the COVID misses the last couple of years.
Right.
But I'm so glad it's open again and we're able to do this.
Back and better than ever. Boy, this is a big one.
It's excellent. I don't think I'd ever been that far back in the line.
No, I remember one year we went back about over here. But
we've dealt with a lot of stuff out here. Terrible weather and
people are leaving.
Yeah.
And more people are jumping online.
Yeah.
And we've been here through freezing rain. We've been here through
one day they let us come inside the warehouse.
Snow. Oh, the snowstorm.
Yeah, the snowstorm.
Some of the guys out front were shoveling.
Yeah.
Some of the customers.
That might have been the year that they signed the book, the Strat-o-matic Fanatics book, when Glen Guzzo was in there signing
in 90.
It was right around the turn of the century there. I'm not sure exactly when it was.
Good to meet you.
Same here.
I am with today
Mark Rakowski,
Jim Belts,
Tom Belts,
Brett Caro, and Larry Fryer.
Are you guys all together? Or are you in the same league?
Yes.
They're all together. I'm a former
He's a
league
former member of the league. And our league is starting our 50th season this year.
Oh my goodness.
Number 50. 160 games a year.
Where are you guys located?
We're in Maryland, Pennsylvania, but we got people all over the country.
So are you face to face or are you net playing?
We do some of both. We have a convention. We have a convention. We also play by mail, or now with modern technology,
But we play with actual cards.
It's all cards and dice.
Okay, so when you're playing each other, are you playing like through Skype or face to face?
Something like that. If
Most of the games are face-to-face. I'd say 75% of the games are face-to-face between the guys on the West Coast and the guys on the East Coast. Occasionally we do a telephone meetup. It's not necessarily Skype. We just have
How many games a season are you doing?
160.
Oh wow, full schedule.
Play mail instructions. Mail instructions. Play by mail.
So are you all getting together for a draft? Like you all meet?
We get a conference
It's a
call.
teleconference.
We got 6 guys in California area. One down in Florida, another up.
So what's the name of the league?
ECBA, Eastern Coast Baseball Association.
Why does that name sound familiar to me?
We've been around a long time.
Because it's in there. They have.
Yeah, I've heard of that league before. Is there a website or something that if somebody wants to just check you out?
No, there isn't. Yeah.
Larry's provided Hal with a lot of his history buff, and he has his own historical.
Larry, I've heard of you.
Okay, yeah. He was the Strat-o-matic Fanatic, and I was the runner-up. I'm always the freaking bridesmaid.
Well, not anymore. I mean, you run this league, so the ECBA is all
you. We have a couple of Brewer fans that are here today.
That's right. That's right. So,
yeah.
So, all right. So, guys, good luck. Any cards that you, aside from the obvious judge card, any cards of interest that you might be looking forward to seeing in the new set?
Rushman.
That's the card that I was thinking. I want to see what Rushman looks like.
Doubles and walks are going to be something for your video. Tom and I played a face-to-face game this summer, went 23 innings, a combined 69 strikeouts, which broke the major league record of 59. I kid you not, 23 innings, 69 strikeouts. And I missed a home run 1-15 to win it in the bottom of the ninth, and we had to go another 14 innings.
You missed the 1-15.
What was the time of game on that?
I don't remember. It was a marathon. It was a marathon.
Let me ask you a question. Did dice fly?
No, we never did.
We were tired by the time it got. He's the most chill competitor.
Yeah.
He's the most fun guy to play. EMTs were called in after it was over.
They had to wake him up. They had to wake him up and let him know that he's still playing.
Guys. All right, up and at him again.
I said it to Adam. I said,
I think I can feel the heavier cardstock quality all the way.
So everybody had their Strat-o-matic conversations going on as the weather started to threaten, and everybody was going inside. The vibe was great. Wouldn't be Strat-o-matic opening day without some traditionally inclement weather. Not a problem for Strat-o-matic fans, it's just part of the experience. The stories are legendary, and they're true.
The shutout dedicated to the guitar.
Opening day was back, and it was better than ever. And if you can come out to Glen Head for opening day, do it. You won't regret it. This is Mark Ross for the Ultimate Strat Baseball Channel.